Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to take a look at a new card from Glory of Team Rocket, what we now know is going to be destined rivals over here, and it's not just a new card. It's not just a new Team Rockets card, but we've got the secret rare as well. There's a new Wobbuffet coming, and let's just start off looking at the illustration rare, shall we? Look how wonderful the illustration rare card is here. It's absolutely superb. We are very big fans of it. So we've got both versions. We've got the regular and we've got the illustration rare. And look, when I showed you Glory of Team Rocket at the weekend, over on Friday when they first revealed the card, I told you that it was not ideal, frankly. I told you we didn't really have good enough attackers and that I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't have anything great to attack with. Is Wobbuffet going to solve that problem single-handedly and make the Team Rocket deck amazing? No. No, it's not. Is it a good attacker that can be a very valuable tool in a potential Team Rocket deck? Why, yes. Yes, it absolutely is. Now, 110 HP here is absolutely fine, but nothing major. Free energy 70 is low-key super annoying. If this was 2 energy 70, I would genuinely and unironically adore this attack. Because, of course, we've got Team Rocket's energy, which counts as 2 energy. There are a lot of evolving and support Pokemon that have 70 HP, and being able to go second and attach this and deal 70 damage right away would be amazing. But it's free energy, not 2. So we can't. The good news is, however, we do have a first attack here, and that first attack is for just 2 energy. And now we might actually be rolling. This one could be really kind of fun. So what we've got here is an attack that says, take all the damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon and put them on your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, I know we've seen stuff like this in the past which can move it around more than this. It is purely to the active. It only goes to the active. It is only from one of your bench, not from more than one. And it is only from a bench Team Rocket's Pokemon. In these ways, it is very prescriptive. From one of your Team Rocket Pokemon to specifically your opponent's active. That is it. That is all we've got. There's nothing more tricksy than that. But this is kind of awesome. It basically means that if at any point during the game you end up with a significant amount of damage on a bench Pokemon, you can just move it to the active. Move it to your opponent's active right away. That's actually kind of cool. It means, because bearing in mind, like I keep saying, we've got a basic Pokemon, we've got a single energy attachment with Team Rocket's energy. So that means that essentially any time your opponent doesn't get a one-hit KO, which might be a bunch of times, you can just use this to immediately throw the damage right back at them. Take something like, take Dragapult. Dragapult's the best deck in the format right now, by a bit of a margin over in Japan. They only hit 200 to the active. So they hit 200, and then you just throw that 200 directly back at them for the cost of 1 energy attachment on a basic Pokemon. And because it's 1 energy attachment on a basic, you can catch them by surprise. You can just literally drop this and immediately use it. Now, take something like Dragapult. They do 200. You put 200 back to them, and then they KO you. You've got 110 HP. So I'm not saying you necessarily use this to go straight back onto Dragapult and then let them KO you back. That would be, frankly, a little bit awkward. But don't worry, because there's other things we can do. You see, when I told you about these Team Rocket cards at the weekend, I told you that I wasn't a fan of any of the attackers, but I did tell you that the support package here was kind of redonkulous. And it is kind of redonkulous. Take Giovanni, for instance. Giovanni is our Team Rocket's Giovanni. New supporter card. And what you do is you switch your active Team Rocket's Pokemon for one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon, but then you get to choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and bring it active. It's gusting. This is phenomenal with Wobbuffet. Absolutely phenomenal. Because what happens here is that your opponent does a bunch of damage to you. You bench Wobbuffet, attach Team Rocket's energy, and then play Giovanni. And that will both gust up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so if you're not doing enough to KO the active, don't worry, while also allowing you to switch into Wobbuffet. Yeah. You switch Wobbuffet active, which you're oftentimes going to want to do, most of the time, honestly, while also gusting. So, let's say, for instance, Dragapult does 200 to you. Oh, gosh darn it, I can't KO Dragapult. Dragapult's got more than 200 HP remaining. Well, a bunch of Dragapult decks play Squawkabilly. I'm looking at a bunch of Japanese lists right now, and a bunch of them have Squawkabilly in. Not all of them, admittedly, but some of them do play it. So, just gust up Squawkabilly and KO Squawkabilly and take those 2 prizes. Job's a good 'un. What is more commonly played in Dragapult is Pheasantipity. Now, actually, this is where things get super annoying, because general rule here is Dragapult hits you for 200. You can then gust something and put those 200 on. But Pheasantipity's actually got 210. So find a way to either do 10 damage to the Pheasantipity, or get an extra 10 damage or more onto your bench Rocket's Pokemon, and then you can move all that damage over and take a 2-prize KO. And that is where this card could potentially excel. Because in a Team Rocket's deck, you're probably already playing 4 Rocket's Energy, because that card is absolutely busted. So if you're already playing 4 Rocket's Energy, all you really need to do here is play 1 basic Wobbuffet. That's it. That's all you need to do. And you're going to be playing Giovanni anyway, because it's absolutely busted. And then you just bench your Wobbuffet, attach an energy, and then use Giovanni to take out a 2-prize support Pokemon. Other support Pokemon you might be going after include Mew, for instance, which I imagine is going to continue to see a bunch of play moving forward, and that's got 180 HP. So your opponent doesn't KO you, and it's not that much of a combo to then go and get their Mew and KO it. Because remember, you got Team Rocket's Receiver, the item card that lets you search your deck for a Team Rocket supporter. Yeah. So not only are we going to have Team Rocket's Giovanni for gusting, but we got an item card that will help you go and get it out of your deck. That's where I see Wobbuffet excelling. Essentially, your opponent does a bunch of damage to, Mewtwo maybe? Maybe Persian? Maybe something which we haven't even seen yet, because there's a bunch that haven't been revealed. And then all you need to do at that point is just attach an energy to your bench Wobbuffet, play a Giovanni, and you can switch while gusting, and that's huge. Your opponent now basically has to play the entire game knowing that if they don't one-hit KO you, it could absolutely be going back. Think about like Monkey Dory and how annoying that is, and how many times we saw on stream at Stockholm at the weekend. People not attacking, because, well, if I do a little bit of damage, Monkey Dory's just going to send it right back to me anyway. Well, now imagine it could be, up to like 270 damage. Your opponent does 270 to a Mewtwo, and you throw it right back at their active. Also, side note, if you don't want to use the Team Rocket's energy, do remember that Spidops does have an ability that once during your turn, you can attach a basic energy, and it doesn't have to be grass, it's any basic energy, from your discard pile to Spidops. So you can always potentially use your attachment for the turn, but then energy switch from a Spidops, and then you've got your energy onto Wobbuffet as well. That would also be an option for getting the energy on. I love this. I don't think this is the kind of Pokemon that you're just going to build a deck around or anything silly like that. But if you're playing a Team Rocket's deck with Mewtwo or any other high HP Pokemon, this is a basic. It can attack for a single energy attachment, and we've got Giovanni, which is also easily searched, which will allow you to not only switch into your Wobbuffet, but also bring something off the bench to go and attack as well. Oh, and by the way, I keep calling Mewtwo a 280 HP Pokemon, it is, but you know what card isn't rotating when we hit the rotation? Bravery Charm. You know that tool card that gives basic Pokemon an extra 50 HP? So it gives Mewtwo potentially 330 HP, and if you don't one-hit KO it, Wobbuffet can come and heal it completely while dropping all that damage on another Pokemon. I'm giving this 5 Wassies, I don't even care. It's an awkward one, though, because if the Team Rocket deck isn't good, this is never going to see any play, and we've not seen enough of the Team Rocket Pokemon to really judge like that, especially the EXs. We've not seen enough of those. But if the Team Rocket deck is any good, this card is going to be phenomenal. So, swings and roundabouts. For now, I've told you what I think, and I've shown you the lovely alternate art illustration rare, so let me know in the comment section. Get us! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Quentin Journeau, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.